Now we turn to one of the most remote regions on Earth, the rapidly changing Arctic, where a global race for resources is quietly accelerating. As rising temperatures reshape the northern polar landscape, countries and companies are rushing to secure minerals long trapped under ice. The scramble has intensified in recent months, driven by fears of China's dominance over critical materials and the growing accessibility of once frozen terrain. President Trump has repeatedly highlighted Greenland's strategic value. In fact, the president even described American control of the vast Arctic territory as an absolute necessity for both economic and national security.
We have a deal. Now, every year we'll renegotiate the deal, but I think the deal will go on for a long time, long beyond the year. We'll negotiate at the end of a year, but all of the rare earth has been settled, and that's for the world.
However, Greenland's prime minister has perennially made clear he will not hand over the territory to the United States, adding, quote, "Greenland does not belong to anyone," end quote.
President Trump says that the United States is getting Greenland. Let me be clear. The United States won't get that. We do not belong to anyone else. We determine our own future.
Now, back in March, when Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife Usha visited Greenland, their trip was controversial and significantly scaled back from its original plans due to an uproar in Greenland and Denmark. The trip was reduced to just a few hours at a remote U.S. military base.
It was not well planned because we have elected a new parliament, but the parliament they have not formed a new government. Trump and his administration know that. They take a benefit of this situation. Greenland without government, it's not a good idea for Trump to come in here and his wife and like that. They have to wait.
Canada, meanwhile, is seeking to boost its own Arctic investment, especially as tensions with Washington continue to linger. The government hopes that developing northern projects will unlock new mineral potential and strengthen its economic standing. Russia also remains one of the most assertive Arctic players, with the region forming a significant part of its national identity and strategy as Moscow continues to expand its presence. On Tuesday, Putin praised the launch of a new nuclear-powered icebreaker, calling it vital for strengthening Russia's position along its extensive Arctic coastline.
The new icebreaker, Stalingrad, will proudly bear this name. In the harsh conditions of the Arctic, paving the way through the ice, it will become an additional symbol of the talent, power, and creative energy of our people, of its ability to conceive and execute the most daring plans, and to persevere in the most difficult moments.
Experts say the renewed focus is largely driven by the region's enormous resource deposits. Greenland, they add, holds base and precious minerals, gemstones, uranium, and rare earth, but mining them was long viewed as unfeasible.
We know so far that Greenland is also very rich, but still mining hasn't started because the government in Greenland is very hesitant about this and sees not only economic potentials, but also risks for their environment there. Main question is who will be first to get access and mine these critical elements, especially rare earths, also uranium and a couple of other elements.
Still, experts warn the Arctic is far from a modern-day gold rush. Harsh weather, remote terrain, and limited infrastructure mean it can take up to 15 to 20 years before mines become profitable.
There has been a lot of discussion about a rush to develop mineral resources in Greenland, for example. But I can say, having been there quite a few times, that if you are going to set up a mine, then you need to bring in literally everything.
And for now, the world is pushing deeper into the Arctic than ever before, but whether this new frontier delivers what many hope remains a question hanging in the cold northern air.
I was a revolutionary. I became a ruler. I claimed to protect my people. I terrorized them instead. I built palaces. I started wars. I lost everything. Some called me a defender of Arab pride. History remembers me as a dictator. Who am I?